Hey everybody, it's your friendly neighborhood therapist Alfonso. And guys, all day long today, I've been helping people with depression and anxiety and relationship issues. And I like to think I did a good job helping to make their lives a little better. But I checked my lawn and I saw that I had that old nemesis, Pythium, hanging out there. So guys, I need to leave here and transition from your friendly neighborhood therapist into DIY Coach Al over here at Lawn Care and Home Repair. Guys, I got a little project that I need to get done over here. New grass is coming along good, but that old enemy Pythium has come up and created a few problems for me. So y'all know what I did? I went ahead and ordered me some of that mefanoxin. We're going to get that fungicide down. We're going to see if we can knock this Pythium back down and send it back to its proper place. You guys know what I'm going to also do? Had them over there at Flow Zone send me this Tornado Spray Mate. I was going to use this to maybe just put the glyphosate down, but I'm going to take her for a test run and see if she can handle the job of getting that mefanoxin down into that lawn, pushing this Pythium back so that we can get that lawn popping. Y'all hold on. I'm going to take you along for the ride. Be right back. Alfonso, you did it again. Yes, I know. Cue the music. Hey guys, so the project, the overseeding or the renovation, then the overseeding is still in progress, or at least the overseeding part is still in progress. This is, as I said before in the last video, this is 100% Lawn Life Turf Type Tall Fescue. And the grass, the plant, it is actually doing very well. Man, in some places, it's just really nice and lush and green, but there's some places that had to come out and do an overseeding. We're in the process of doing that now. Got some overseeding going on. I haven't even checked to see if we have germination yet. When I planted it initially, I actually had germination in 4 days. But after I had to come out and give it a cut, as I showed you guys in the last video, it's already growing back already. It's just really high in some places. But after I cut it, I saw that old enemy, that Pythium, said, I know that it's fall, I know that we're out of summer, but I ain't finished bothering you yet, DIY Coach Al. So I had to come out here and figure out how I'm going to treat this disease pressure. Now, it's not a lot. If you look at the yard, there are some spots where I had some disease pressure, and I've been looking at some other YouTubers and see that we're kind of all dealing with the same thing. It is still hot enough for that disease pressure to come through. And in the morning, especially the way my yard is, it actually goes down on that slope and it stops over there. And it just doesn't drain too well. So whenever you have that damp, kind of swampy kind of turf, then it is still ripe condition for some funguses to thrive. And I realized that I'm dealing with this. Now, guys, initially I was a little concerned when I saw the first instances, the first evidence of fungus. I said, oh my goodness, I did 9,000 square foot renovation, and this back here is 6,500 square feet. I'm saying I'm going to have to do this again. And I went ahead and I hit it with some fungicides. Now, when I first looked at it, I thought I was dealing with dollar spot and brown patch. And I went with the azoxystrobin, which I believe, don't quote me, I believe it is a group 3, no, Azoxy is group 11 fungicide, and I didn't see the results. So then I came back and hit it with some propiconazole, which I believe is a group 3 fungicide. But I wasn't seeing any relief, and I started seeing a few more of these spots come up. So I did some more research and realized that this is not what I thought it was. This is Pythium, and the azoxystrobin and the propiconazole literally will not do anything for Pythium. So I had to go with a group 4 fungicide. So I got the mefanoxin. I forget the name, Sturgo, I think that may be the name of it. So when I started hitting it with the mefanoxin, I could see that it was no longer spreading. So my fear of having to do a major overseeding didn't come to pass. But the unfortunate part is that in putting the wrong fungicide down initially, I did have some of these spots kind of spread a little bit. And I looked at my friend over there, Elevated Lawnscape. He actually did a video 3 years ago, and he was showing how specifically with the Pythium, it has this thing where it shrinks the grass. It will sink it in. And I didn't know that before, that is a telltale sign of the Pythium. So I went ahead and I hit it with the mefenoxam, and it's already stopped the spreading. And actually the grass where it was starting to yellow, where some of the spots were, it's actually already started to fill itself, well, not fill itself back in like it spread like a Kentucky bluegrass, but the disease was more at the top of the blade. So as the grass started to grow, it actually started to push out those spots that showed the disease pressure there, and the grass is greening up. So now what I'm going to do is treat some spots because I did see some of those webs in the morning on my way to my office. So I know I have to go back and hit those spots. I already did two rounds of the mefenoxam, but I am still seeing some of these spots. They're just not going away as quickly as I want. And then, as I said, I did see a few webs out here. So I've been doing some spot treatment with a 1 gallon 1 gallon battery operated sprayer that I have. But I have another sprayer that the folk at FlowZone sent me that is going to be a dedicated glyphosate sprayer. If you're going to do lawn work, make sure you have a separate tank for your glyphosate, because if you have just a little bit of glyphosate, like the Roundup, and there's another product, Kills All, they all use the glyphosate. If you have even a little bit of glyphosate still in your tank, it will definitely wipe out any of your grass. So I'm gonna go ahead and take this Spray Mate Tornado, and I'm going to see how it does with doing some spot treatment out here and in the front yard. You guys hold on. I'm going to come back and just show you a little bit about this Spray Mate. I haven't used it yet, so we're going to use it together. Be right back. Hey guys, so I came out and definitely put that cut on it, and ooh man, this grass is just beautiful. It's absolutely positively beautiful. Still, like I said, trying to finally get all of this fungus out of the yard, but it is nice, it is thick, and it is not coming in as well in some places. But this, guys, is where we can actually get frustrated with the process of doing our lawn. This is a total renovation. Everything in this yard was burned up, and not all of the seed took, so you may have to come back and every now and then plant some more seed. So I got germination in some of these spots, and it's coming in nice and germinated. Like I said, I can't put the ammonium sulfate down on it because I'm going to have to come back and throw some more seed in certain spots. And what I'm going to have to do, I was actually thinking about putting the seed down again now, because I know we have that weather system that's coming over the next couple days, and I wanted to get these thin areas reseeded. This is where I had to do some spot repair right there, and a little bit of spot repair over here, and I'm going to have to also do some spot repair over there. Yeah, take a look at that backyard. She's not going to be included in this video, but guys, that backyard is just looking delicious. So what I'm going to do now is come back out. I want to get that FlowZone, that Spray Mate Tornado, and we're going to do that tank mix. We're going to come back out here, and we're going to hit this with some mefenoxam, with some propiconazole, I do want to get a little bit of nitro on it. Like I said, I want to continue to push that growth to get anything else. Man, look at that. Look at that. Ooh, that's dark green grass. So I want to get that mefenoxam. I want to put that nitro in there. Get this stuff in. I'm going to use the flood jet, like I said. Get this chemical in the ground so that hopefully we can continue to push that disease a little bit of that disease pressure that's still there, push that up and out. Now, what I did was cut this at 2 inches, and I cannot emphasize enough, guys, you must bag your clippings. Whenever you have evidence of fungal damage, you must bag your clippings, because if in fact you don't bag those clippings, all you're doing is spreading that fungus. You're actually helping the fungus. You're doing its job in pushing that fungus in other spots of the ground. Like I said, I've got to do some more spot seeding over here, but I went ahead and used Little Mama because I actually get more of the grass in the bag when not Little Mama, I'm sorry, I use Spicy. I get more of it in the grass. Just want to show you what happens when you have fungal activity and you're not treating it. You may think that this is a flower. This, guys, is actually a mushroom. This is a fungus. Look at that. Look at how deeply rooted it is. This is why you have to definitely make sure. Now, I'm not going to walk back in my yard with this shoe because I touched that fungus. But if you're not treating that fungus, and like I said, I know over here I'm dealing with that Pythium. If you're not treating it, it is going to spread. It takes a lot of work, a lot of time, but we must be patient. I think that's what Mr. Miyagi told Danielson. Must be patient, Danielson. Okay, guys, I'm going to come back and see if we can get a little more of this done. Alrighty, guys. So as I said, I'm going to be using my Flow Zone, the Tornado, Spray Mate Tornado, and I'm going to be using, let's see if I can get this on here, the Flood Jet. This one is going to put heavier droplets of water because I want this to get into the soil. I did actually test this out on yesterday, and it's definitely not the same as the Typhoon 3, which I have right here. The Typhoon 3 has more attachments to it, including that boom arm that just allows you to really cover more of the ground as you're spraying. This only has one button on it, on and off. The Typhoon has 5 settings. This just has an on and off button. And when I say, guys, it's easy. They all come with the battery attachments that you can use for Bosch, Makita, and DeWalt. Maybe another one, I'm not sure. Obviously, with the Flow Zone battery, I am on the DeWalt 2 brand. So all I had to do was change out the battery adapter to put the adapter in for the DeWalt. And I'm actually running some videos so you guys can see just how easy it is. You just put the positive cable on the positive connector on that adapter, and you put the negative cable on the negative terminal on that adapter. It is very easy to change out. The one setting that's on this Tornado is actually, it puts out high enough volume for me to get that when I'm doing the foliar uptake. It pushes out enough volume for me to get good coverage at that. I think I had a 25 or 45 degree tip on it. This is the Flood Jet, as I said, and I did try it. It's definitely pushing the product out. You cannot go wrong. If you just need those other attachments, like I treat about 10 to 11,000 square feet altogether because I treat the common area beyond my fence. If you, for somebody like me, I needed something like that boom arm because it allows me to get more coverage. So for me, spending extra money to get the Typhoon 3 as opposed to the Tornado made sense because I have so much grass that I have to treat, so much that I have to cover. But when I tried this yesterday, I was doing some spot stuff. It actually, yeah, it just works really well. I don't know what it is about these Flow Zone sprayers, but when I put this one on, I put 3 gallons of water in it, and my old sprayer, it was 4 gallons. And when I would put 3 gallons in the old sprayer, maybe it has to do with the padding, I'm not sure. But it's just a lot easier to use this. The other thing with me is I had shoulder surgery on this shoulder. I have bilateral arthritis in both shoulders. And now this shoulders, you guys, I'm a religious person, spiritual person, retired pastor. You all pray for me because I'm already having the exact same symptoms over here on that right shoulder that I had over here. Come to find out, I had 3 tears in my labrum over there. So I'm already feeling the same thing. So it's a little more difficult for me to actually get the backpack sprayer on, even at 2 gallons sometimes. Not sure. I bought a Petra 1 gallon recently. Sometimes I just have to use that 1 gallon. But this backpack sprayer is very comfortable, so I can comfortably get 3 gallons of water in here. It does limit, because it holds 4 gallons, does limit how much I can actually put down with one fill. But guys, it's just been amazing. So if you are in the market and you're looking for a quality, and I mean a quality backpack sprayer, you cannot go wrong with that Flowzone Tornado. So I already put my propiconazole in, and I'm going to go, this is at 1 ounce per 1,000 square feet. So let's go ahead and put 3 in here. And we're going to get that mixed in. Guys, you know what I always say, make sure you're using your PPE, your safety equipment, whenever you're dealing with chemicals, because it can be dangerous. So we're going to get this mixed up. Get that all mixed in. And there we go. Put this to the side. We're going to come back. We're going to get it sprayed. Let you guys see me. It'll be sped up. But we're going to go out there and get that front yard sprayed. And then early next week, I'll come back and let you guys see what's happening in the backyard. Be right back. Alrighty guys, so I am finished this for today. Like I said, had to come out here and do some overseedings and some spot repair. And yeah, the baby grass is coming in. I did go ahead and throw some green pop starter fertilizer down. I did really want to put that ammonium sulfate on it, but like I said earlier, that level of sodium would just burn the new seed, and because I had to put a lot of new seed down, I couldn't put that ammonium sulfate on. So I did put the green pop down because I had to do a little bit of overseeding and reseeding. And what you see there is just some straw. What I realized is that every time I repair or overseed these spots over here, whenever we get rain, it gets washed out. So the best way to actually keep that rain from washing away the seed is to actually put some kind of covering on it. Unfortunately, when you get the kind of downpour like we're expecting this weekend, it's going to just wash that seed away. So I really didn't want to have to use this straw. It's only 99% weed free, and hey, you know, you have to do what you have to do. So I went ahead, and I'm trusting that this is going to work better this time. I'm not going to be doing a pre-emergent this year anyway, because this is new grass. Can't do pre-emergent with the new grass. So even if it does have even at 1%, I hate it, but hey, you have to do it. Guys, I can't even begin to tell you just how dark green this grass is. I looked at some pictures of the old yard, and this is just amazing. Absolutely, positively amazing. So yeah, we had to come out here and do some repair because that Pythium hit us. But thankfully, that mefenoxam has been working, and there is no more spread of the Pythium. I believe that green pop and a little bit of nitro I hit it with also is going to start it to really pop back up again. Going to be doing a video on that right there sometime later on in the week. That's the backyard, guys, and it is bad with 2 B's, 2 A's, and 5 D's. She is looking good. That's that night shift over there. What we're looking at over here, once again, is that GCI. Guys, if you can today, on purpose, do something to help make somebody else's life better. I promise you, there is no greater feeling than the feeling of knowing that you have helped somebody who can't help themselves. Guys, I will ask you to do one more thing for me today. Always reject hate. We don't have to kill or destroy what we disagree with or what we don't understand. Opt for love and for peace, and it really will make the world a better place. Hey, you guys be blessed.